Hello there, this is Cookies. I have turned 74 of LA Erytheia, and we had a Mystic killed and a few events, so we're continuing to explore the complex and the ice-filled tunnels, seeing the remains of the battle between the Kalians and the Abyssians. Got some population, more population, some gold, and a pilgrim. Was a stealthy Holy One priest. Kind of cool. And there were only two fights this turn that we saw. So Satis fought Kalem in Patala. And didn't find a whole lot. But did bring all the big death things, it looks like. Ooh, and some big nature things. The birds jump in and die immediately. Alright. And then we've got the Mourn Woods, where we've got Birdkicker the Golem, who is attacking Obaric the Golem. So Obaric has an Armor of Virtue, a Starshine Skullcap. So if he gets hit, he'll get sent home, but it also means he gets to carry the Satis Bless, which includes some reinvigoration as well. He's got a Lantern Shield for corpse candles. He has a Pocket Lich, and he has Ardman's Soul Trap, which summons 4 random ghosts, where they're ghost champions or ghost mages that are either earth or fire. I believe earth 2 or fire 2, although there might be a range. And then we have Birdkicker. He's got double fancy brands, fancy elemental armor, and unfortunately has picked up Mute, so he can no longer magic phase. Alright. So you can see the tremendous amount of chaff as the Lich just throws out horde of skeletons and raise dead. And then this guy is doing Pillar of Fires. Oh, he's Earth 3. Or Fire 3, and then this one's Earth 3. And then this one's Fire 2. And only one was a champion, so you got a pretty good roll on the ghosts. But with double brands, Birdkicker's going to be killing the skeletons pretty quickly. Pillar of Fire is not going to do anything. Or it might do a little, but it also has to hit. But you can see the tremendous amount of skelly spam that the Pocket Lich is putting out. And that's the other thing too, is occasionally these skeletons are hitting, but Birdkicker's got a lot of HP. So, two very different golem builds. Definitely the two coolest golems that I've seen in this campaign. I really like this one. This is unlike anything I've ever seen before. Where it's, you've got all this, like, you've got, like, multiple mages kind of, like, stuffed in this guy's pocket. He's down to 68 health. Look at all that skelly spam. It looks like some of these ghosts are on Stay Behind, which is interesting. Alright, down to 67 HP. We're getting up to turn 90. Now, notably in this battle, Birdkicker is the attacker, and mindless units cannot retreat. And so he disappears. But still, really cool builds from both of them. And really enjoyed watching that one. So, killed 300 skeletons. I think it says a lot about Caricature the Pocket Lich that he was able to put out that many. Alright. And diving into this turn, it should be a pretty quick turn. We're planning to storm this fort. And we don't have a lot of mage support, so I'm hoping not much is inside. But we have crossbows, we have hoplites, and we have mass protection. I had thought about doing... I kept flipping this guy's script between foul vapors and mass protection. Decided on mass protection. I think in hindsight, maybe foul vapors would have been better, but we'll see how it goes. And then we're going to go ahead and march this army over on this Calum fort. We're sending this army back home up here because we don't know. We suspect that the Napasitis is going to start counting down soon, and we want to have a proper army up here for when it does. Continuing to siege this big citadel. And we're continuing to investigate this event chain. And we're empowering climbing. Yeah, so we're empowering climbing again. Now, on the eve of war with Satis, I'm not sure if that was the best idea. Maybe, because for all the gems that I was alchemizing to do these empowers to get my first Wishcaster, so that I could have more independent diplomacy from Arco, because my plan was to get several of these casters, so I wasn't reliant on the deal with Arco. But maybe when it wasn't clear yet, we were still hoping for the 3v1. But if it became clear as it was becoming clearer that it was probably going to be a 2v2, probably should have stopped empowering climbing and used all those gems to get a lot more like big magic diversity chassis, like trolls and stuff like that. Like troll royalty, because they have reasonably high MR, they're high HP, and generally high pathed in a single path. So they make really good army casters, at least in my opinion. I really love having like Troll Kings and Sea Kings for that job. And I probably could have gotten a lot of them for all the gems that I was using here. So I don't know. But yeah, at the time here, so I am coming back to re-record this one. But at the time here, I was hoping to build up that magic diversity. So I was hoping to build up the Wishcasters so I could free myself, if needed, from my agreement with Arco. So that was kind of the deal there, at least what I was planning. And really what I should have gotten was more magic diversity and more temp gens, so that I could actually march a stack like more aggressively without having to hang out near my forts. So in retrospect, I think I would have played this differently, but at the time I didn't know how the diplomacy was going to go, so I was trying to give myself more diplomatic freedom. All right. I think that's most of it. So I'll go ahead and see you in the next one in turn 75. Have a good one.